talking to people, but that doesn't mean that's what I want to do.
Exactly. If you don't love it, you're not going to put forth the effort. You're going to do minimum work. And with who we are, we must do everything with the light. We must
Right.
do everything with our love, or it's not going to be beneficial for those around us.
Right. It's
Because
just going to take away my blessings. That's all it's going to do. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to lead. I'm going to drop that little course right now.
Look, you said it, not me, okay? No, your mouth.
Drop it like, you need I got things to do. And it don't involve booking cruises.
There you go. All right. I now pass it over to the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Antonio T. Smith Jr.
It is time. It is time. It is time. Let's do a few things real quick as we just let a few of you people in. Today is going to be one of those exciting, difficult days. Grace, while you are rounding about throughout the city of New York, is she on here? I'm going to see her. Well, she's driving. Okay. Well, Deanna, won't you send if Sheena gave you a number, send it to Sheena. All right. We got a lot of things to do today. We're going to cover two things: your natal charts, but the bulk of the day is going to be shadow work. And both of those are vital. One of the hardest things that you're ever going to do in life is face your shadow. It's one of the hardest things. So I'm going to tell you, everybody right now, go and sneak in your bottom drawer, pull that little cocaine out or whatever it is that you do. You're going to need it for the day. You're going to need it. Get your mind-altering substances. I have no idea who Queen Chi is riding with. So happy first impressions to you. Get whatever you got to get because it's a rough day. You understand? It is. It's a rough day. You're going to need it. So go ahead. It's all right. It's all right. Now, the work isn't rough. Destroying your program is rough. Now, y'all know how we do it in this class. Cameras on. You can't hide behind your cameras. Y'all know how we do it in here. The work is rough due to the fact your programming refuses to go down without a fight. So before we get started, this is week 6, right? Yes, this is week 6. And all week, all month, we're going to be doing nothing but shadow work. Can someone tell me how your perception has changed in the last 5 weeks? Anybody? I'm listening.
Anything that's wrong with me is me.
Fair enough. That's a big one. Who else? Who else? Come on. I don't know why y'all quiet.
I was going to say that I found out that I'm the majority of the problem. And I've got some work to do.
That's right. That's right. You're in the majority of the problem. You got some work to do. We got some work. Yeah. Yes, go ahead. I think that was Tyrell. No, that was Otis, go ahead.
So reality does not reflect my perception. From the day we were born, the programming started over and over until now that I'm a day or two over 21 and it's still coming at me. Boom, 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 boom. On many different levels too. So that's what I got. And very insightful. All right.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm glad you said that. Think about this. Let's before I get more people. Kim, you look like Janet Jackson from Control video. Control. Yeah. If you or from the mail truck. Poetic Justice. Need to get you some big dookie braids. You fit the whole look. I'm gonna pull up Janet Jackson Poetic Justice for me real quick, y'all. Share it on the screen so everybody who who don't know what I'm talking about can see. I'm not playing. Yeah, gotta get the braids. Yeah, the braids was this thick right there, boy. I take. She's in the chair 45 minutes and braids were so big. She's in the chair 45 minutes. And you can, let's see, poetic. No, go, yeah, scroll down a little bit. Them paid images. Nobody listen to them paid images. There she go. Right there. She got that hat on. Put Janet Jackson control in real quick, Deanna. You know, Janet Jackson control. Look at it. Control area. There it is. There it is. All right. There you go, Kim. Got that. Put that little hat on. There you go. All right. There it is. Miss Kim, if you're nasty. So what she say? That's what she say. Shadow work is difficult. I am. Let's back up to Otis real quick. I have no idea why I went on the poetic justice and Janet Jackson rant. I'm a day over 21, maybe 2 days, but the program is hitting me from all angles. Let me give you all the ways your programming are hitting you. Well, actually, before I give you the ways your programming is hitting you, let me show you up front how your programming is hitting you, your income. I know, Jerome, it hurt. If you really want to know how much programming you got going on, check your income. Check it. I'm telling you. And here's the deal. And if you believe that you are secure in your income, like right now, you say, oh man, I got plenty of money. I think I broke up on you. Let me call it. Can you hear me, Deanna?
Still, yeah, we can still hear you. You're just frozen. Did you turn off your VPN?
Oh, you know what? It looked like it cut back on. It sure did. Like it cut back on. But I'm gonna dial in anyway, just in case. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
All right, good. If you like monitor your income, because I'm not saying everything is a money issue, Katrina. What I'm saying is the folk controlling the programming are controlling your money. Now we got to agree to that one. We have to agree to that one. The people setting the rules in place, whomever that may be, are also controlling your financial conditioning. Right. Here's what's going to happen right now. People like Phil and Otis, they're paying attention to these things. The United States has reached its second quarter of negative gains. That's 6 months. That's 6 months. Yet, and that's typically a barometer of if we're in a recession. Okay, that's typically the way that works. However, I guarantee you're gonna see news articles and TV shows of news-related incidents and elements, that are gonna tell you, well, not technically yet. Because the agenda set before you is don't tell the people they're in trouble. Because we can't keep having 2008s. Because if we see how bad it really is, and it's worse than 2008, people are going to revolt. See, it happened in 2020, but we got to use the pandemic as an excuse. So what happens when we are worse than 2008 without a pandemic? Somebody in charge is messing up. And the people like me, I'm just going to write a little article and I'm going to say, everybody who works for me, read this. I'm going to get all the charismatic TV anchors to read the same thing. Programming is a big deal. He's absolutely right. Someone else tell me how your perception has shifted.
Repeat the question, Antonio.
How has your perception changed or shifted? Let's go with Phil, and then we'll go back to you, Renee.
I've realized that I've been right all along.
Fair enough. Somehow, judges, that is the correct answer. I have consulted the judges. They said that is the correct answer. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Now, somebody just sent a message and said, be glad I'm here. I don't want to cut my camera on. That's actually a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to that person, you keep your camera off. You ain't bothering me. You know what I'm saying? You keep your camera off. At least you got the balls to tell me. That's not hiding. That's not hiding. Let me help y'all out. Let me help y'all out. This person said, I'm zipped up. It is what it is. Mind your business. I know how to respect that person. This is not an issue. This is not an issue. If you're going to be zipped up, that's all right. We're going to pull that zipper down one little tooth. And in 40 weeks, I ain't got to unzip you. I just got to, if I could just put some WD-40 on the zipper. That's it. That's it. Just loosen that little zip up a little bit. I've done my job. I've done my job. So if you are one of those people like, I'm not cutting my damn camera on, you pissing me the hell off, I understand. Tell me directly. You can keep your camera off. You're not bothering me at all. Not bothering me at all, because this is a safe place. You know what I'm saying? Now, that person hasn't logged in yet. They're going to log in a second. They send me a text message. They sent me a text. They ain't logged in yet. They said, when I get there, let me be. I understand. These other folks probably in the shower or something. Let's watch the natal charts first. And I want you to take very good notes, because after it, no, let's not do that. Let's watch shadow work first. Okay, let's watch shadow work first. Hold on. Responding. Send that message right there. Send that message. Okay. Let's watch a video and let's see. Take very good notes, because we've got to talk about it. Oh, shucks. Stupid. Hold on. Stupid. Let me see if it played through this one. Stupid. It didn't want to play right, Grace. You know how it is. All right, good. I got it. Ooh, Lord. All right, we're going to see how well this plays. It might be a little choppy, but we're going to wrench around and wrench it off as best as we can. We're going to wrench around, wrench it off as best as we can. Here we go.
In this video, we're diving deep into one of the most important aspects that you have, your shadow.
Take very good notes.
It's the most dramatic shadow effect I can get. Maybe that. Most people think that there's 3 parts of you: the mind, the body, and the spirit. But if you really think about it, why don't most people get the changes that they want? People focus on their mindset. You watch videos like this, you read books, you meditate. People focus on their body, you follow health and wellness, you go to the gym maybe, you eat clean. I don't think it's 3 things. I actually think it's 4 things: mind, body, spirit, shadow. Once I started working on some shadow work and some inside stuff that I didn't really want to look at, I noticed that my life started to change, and here's why. Let me turn you around for this. Nice, we still have it from the other video. I explained this in our recent video, and we'll cover it briefly, and then I'll give you at the end of this how to actually start doing shadow work so you can see the benefits for yourself. Okay? We don't always become our highest goals, the highest vision we can envision of ourselves. We kind of get sucked down to baseline right here of our lowest standards and the lowest version that we can accept. This is what we're talking about today, because a lot of you are like, all right, I'm pretty good on this. I know what to do. But how do I remove some of the blocks down here? If you don't do this, if you don't do what we're talking about in this video, What's going to happen is you're going to set some goals, you're going to make some money, and then your shadow side is going to kick on. It's going to suck you down. And so that's why most people have pretty much the same income their whole life or the same savings. You know, I read that 75% of Americans are like 2 paychecks away from bankruptcy, probably even more now since the pandemic. What is the shadow? Let me actually take you over to the library for this. This book right here, the red book, it's not a Bible, it's actually C.G. Jung, and I've read all of 5 pages in it. Probably, I don't know, this thing is so dense. Jung, if I'm correct, studied under Freud. Sigmund Freud, who's like, you know, the most well-known psychologist of all time. They said that the parts that don't get resolved in us, you had a bad experience, you had a bad relationship, you had things from childhood, they still affect you until you resolve them. Think about it. If you had parents growing up that fought a lot about money, maybe they even got divorced, you're gonna have security issues moving forward. Or if you had even recently like a bad relationship, a bad breakup, you got cheated on, well, you're gonna have abandonment issues moving forward if you don't resolve it. So my point is that normally it's as a child, but it can be recent as a young adult or even as recent as like last week. These things that we don't deal with, we suppress down. And just like you're doing a trash compactor, right? When you put trash in there or a trash can, those things don't go away by shoving that trash down if it's getting full. It just pushes it down deeper and it still affects it, right? And so that's what shadow work is it's looking at some of the stuff that we don't even realize we have, that we've shoved down deep and that we're still carrying around, and by definition, we're still affected by. It's important to also say that every intention that we have, okay, and you might be saying like, oh, shadow, that sounds kind of negative. Well, every shadow side has a positive intent. Okay, just like if you weren't included, so you have abandonment issues, the positive intent of the abandonment issue is so that that doesn't happen again, so that you are part of the group, so that you are included, right? So behind every negative action, there is a positive intent. And the goal of the shadow work is to look for that positive intent, reframe it to yourself as an adult, really heal it, acknowledge it, so you can move forward. It is amazing how well this stuff works. I just completed a 6-week coaching program where I was teaching a small group of like 10 people. And in week 3, we did all these shadow work process, and I hired a coach to bring in who's really skilled, almost like a therapist, and had them do shadow work. And the results people were getting at the end of it is just astounding stuff. Okay, people are getting new jobs, people are getting new relationships, people are doubling their income. I'm not even kidding. Now we're getting into the how of this video. This is kind of the gold standard, and this is more of a play on Ken Wilber's 3-2-1 shadow technique. Again, you can do this out loud, right? Just talking to yourself if you're in a place where you feel comfortable doing that, or you can do this in your journal as well. You can do it in written form, okay? Now there's 5 steps to this technique that I want you to try to deal with that shadow side. The first step is think of something you want to work with. This could be very obvious to you, like pain of a past relationship, a feeling of unworthiness that comes up, a feeling of that you need validation from others, a feeling of like a lack of confidence, okay? Or it could take a day of just sitting on what you want to work with. There's no rush here. The point is choose something that you want to work with that you know is kind of holding you back. Once you have that, you're ready for step number 2. We're gonna get kind of metaphysical here, all right? But if you're willing to play ball, this stuff is really powerful, so stay with me. I want you to think of that thing or that former version of you, right? And invite it in to have a conversation, okay? So you're gonna invite that need for validation in to have a conversation with you. Again, written form, speaking out loud. You can even envision like an imaginary chair that it takes a seat in, okay? Step number 3 is you're going to begin a dialogue with it. You're literally just gonna start talking to it. Have questions like, why are you doing this? What do you want from me? What is the positive intent you're trying to keep me from? It's important to note here that there's no real script to it. And you're gonna be surprised on how much is in there. So pause on step 3 right there, and let's briefly talk about this inner child. A lot of people refer to the shadow self as the inner child. Basically, the person, your version of you as a kid whose needs didn't get met, even if you had the best parents in the world or you had terrible parents, right? We all lack some needs. Maybe you're at school, maybe you're in a friend group, and all your needs aren't getting met. And so you kind of have these scars, again, that you push down, you suppress, and it affects you as an adult. It never gets resolved. So if you ever hear the terminology inner child, right? Inner child healing, that's a form of shadow work in a nutshell. But I like to think of it as your former self. Okay, the inner child lingo doesn't always resonate with me because I don't believe that every single thing to this day is because of your childhood. Like some extreme psychology people think, they're like, everything you are today is an effect of your childhood. And I'm like, I don't know if I necessarily buy that, because there's very recent things that you can pick up along the way, say pain from relationships, pain from jobs, all this stuff that can affect you just as much, I think. So I like to call it your former self. Okay, we all have different versions of ourselves, and right now the version that you're in is very different. And that's the point here of what we're doing, is recognizing that you're not even the same person you were 7 years ago, right? Pretty much every organ in your body, every cell in your body, if you look at it from a molecular level, regenerates in about 7 years. But my point there is that we're always transforming into different versions, okay? And so I kind of like that idea that you are different today than you were 7 years ago. And so that's just a version of your former self. Now, step number 4 is to really acknowledge it. Now, here's the thing. You don't judge it when you're talking to this former version of yourself. Okay, you're not judging it. You're not trying to explain it rationally like, oh, well, you're wrong. Can't you see it? You're weak. All this stuff, like suck it up. That is not what you do. Okay, that can make it way worse, because now you feel even worse about this thing that you have, this guilt.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just hold on one moment. Just one moment. I know I've gotten a lot out of it so far.
Mm-hmm. This is a good time to tell y'all that when y'all hang up tonight, we will be on D Block Church, and we're gonna step it out in 7. But I was on the same page, so Prosperity has the same voice. So yeah, he was right in the wheelhouse.
Huh, come on. So what have y'all gotten out of it so far that when you're listening to it, you're like, yeah, I already know exactly what I want to work with. I got mine already.
You know, one thing that I and then writing, I was really thinking about how I always heard that, well, my mom always said that I was pretty, but I heard from everybody else that I was ugly. And I think I made so many different choices later on because I thought that I wasn't pretty. I wasn't pretty like everybody else, because everybody was a little bit, a little bit fairer. And when I was younger, I was darker. And I was just like, and I always thought that I was so ugly in comparison to everybody else. I feel like, and then sometimes I'll be like, man, Renee, sometimes I'll be like, man, Renee, you're not pretty. You look at other people, and I'm like, man, they're gorgeous. And I'll be like, that's not me. I'm not pretty. And I think sometimes my inner child is still feels like that, even though I've done things as an adult where I'm like, man, I did that, blah, blah, blah. But I think that inner child that in me is still feel like, you've never been accepted, Renee. You've always been the really, really chocolate girl with the glasses, and the heavyset girl. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's a lot when my inner child says a lot, because as a kid, I was like, and as a teenager, and and in my early 20s, it took me years to finally say, man, I'm looking good. It took years for me to finally say it. And even at times, even now, I'd be like, but you don't look like they're pretty. What about you? I still sometimes struggle with that, because it was years of saying, you're ugly, you're ugly, you're ugly. But of course I'm not ugly.
No, you're good. You're good. Let me explain a few things and set this path together, because you have hit point 1 through 1,000, and I appreciate you. Any issue that you have not resolved before you were 8 years old is showing up in your life today. And you're not going to like this,
probably not.
But you no, not you second person plural, y'all not gonna like this. You use religion never to address these issues. Yep.
Ah, shit.
I didn't
Let
like
that
that.
hang out there. I
Don't like
got
that
you.
at all.
I know you did.
I really don't like you right now, Antonio. I mean, anybody
you
asked
just
you to throw razor blades and lemon juice at me.
I have never met anybody that likes shadow work. I've never seen it.
Hell no. Who
I've-
likes
I've,
shadow?
I've
Who likes
never
to
seen
sit
it.
on the shadow side? No.
I've never seen it. I know folk who mastered shadow work still ain't mastered themselves.
Mr. Smith?
Yes, sir.
Notice I said Mrs. Smith. I want you to know that
Talk to me.
the other part of that video, I needs that. I want you to know that. Okay. I needs that other part. But what's interesting about
And
this is 2 weeks ago, I started doing what he was talking about, but didn't know I was doing that
that's right.
because something
right.
wasn't right.
That's right. I'm glad. And you bring up a very good point, Jerron. So you folk who like Bible only, you have no idea that you be reaching.
Oh, he froze again.
Oh crap! Dang it! I was wondering what he was about to say.
So was I.
I mean, good grief.
Hold on. What is it, y'all?
Hey, Deanna,
Yes, sir.
tell Antonio stop using that MLK flea market service.
Say it again, Tyrell.
That bootleg service.
Tell Antonio stop using
It's
MLK.
my computer needs to be restarted. My computer needs to be restarted, but it's an update going on. I got an update, and if I restart it, it's gonna update, and it's gonna be like 20 minutes before I can get back on my Mac.
Would
That's
you like
why
some
I haven't
cheese with that
restarted my
wine?
computer. Yeah, I know, right? I know. That's exactly what's happening. Now, what I was saying is we use religion. I'm gonna call in now so this crap don't happen. We use religion as an excuse not to take accountability for ourselves. Religion is a beautiful thing. Don't get it twisted. It's a very beautiful thing. But just because you love the Lord, just because you had a sanctified moment, okay, Phil. Just because you had that moment don't mean you've done that work. You haven't done that shadow work. And it's a lot of people in the church who grew up in a household that says what happens in this house stays in this house.
Yeah,
So some of the most
grew up.
How many of you, and this is now, let me just show you how much we hide behind religion so we don't have to deal with our children, so we don't have to deal with our sins. Hold on, let me let this click over. All right, shouldn't happen now. Let me show you how much real this is. If you know someone who has been raped or molested or sexually assaulted, 100. If you know somebody's been raped, molested, or sexually assaulted, by all means, I need you to say out loud what percentage of those people flow from a religious organization. Go ahead.
100.
Okay, we got 100. Okay, 2 100s. Come on.
100.
100.
100. Okay, 100. I didn't. Okay, 100. I didn't say the church. I said from a religious organization. There's no need to be offended here. Most of the people, like right now, until you argue with me and prove me otherwise, the people who have been sexually assaulted in your life have somebody using religion not to address that issue.
My friend
You
told
have
me.
a hard time just.
My friend told me and didn't tell anybody, but she, when she told me, of course she told her family, then she told me, but we were freshmen in college. And it happened to her when she was like 8 or 10 years old.
again, I say, we use religion to cast out the shadow, never to embrace it and deal with it. This is why some of y'all waiting on the kingdom man gonna keep waiting, because that kingdom man is trash.
And you know
You
what?
keep trying them kingdom. Yes, sir.
I noticed that with, as I'm learning about myself and going and finding the root cause of a lot of things for myself, I noticed the root cause of my youngest daughter. And she was like Renee in regards to being a twin. She's the darker one out of the two. But she used to always make
That's another trauma.
In regards to, she would make statements like, I'm not pretty enough. I want lighter. If I was white, she would make just comments, and I noticed how people would treat her differently compared to her sister, which is a lot lighter than her. And I've always worked on her and telling her in so many words. I tell her, FTH, fuck them hoes. You look good. That's the way God made you. You perfect. They can kiss your ass. If they got a problem, they come talk to me. You a beautiful child. You smart. You got it going on, girl. Just building up. And now, even at 21, now she has the confidence that she needs to be able to stand on her own 2 feet and clown whoever that say something crazy to her.
We're gonna come back to that. We're gonna come back to this dark skin issue because it's been coming up all week. I just ain't said nothing. We're gonna come back to it though in a second, and we're gonna use you, your daughter. But I'm a put a little monkey wrench out there right now though. If you grew up dark skinned, you are traumatized. You may got over it, but you came up before you were too traumatized.
I concur.
Mhm.
Me too.
Same here.
Mhm.
That's in the system in itself. You are traumatized. You are traumatized, and men like me prey on you because I know you don't have enough esteem to get me out my bullshit. But don't you let me know when I'm not pushing this thing right. I mean, you just let me know.
Oh, you
Prey on
speaking.
you.
That's why I didn't want to happen to my youngest daughter.
Okay.
I had to shoot somebody and mess with her wrong.
Okay. Prophet Jerry, they tell me you're unmuted. Go ahead, sir.
And you are talking in this place tonight. I'm not dark skinned, but
yeah, I told y'all was gonna need y'all habits. You might as well go ahead now. Don't get up. I know you ain't got on no shorts, no drawers. Don't cut your camera off for a second. Don't stand up. It's too late to be having no pants. I understand. There you go. Go on cut the camera off real quick. Don't get your little weed, your little drink.
I love you because you know so much. I love you because you know so much. That's too funny.
For real. Yeah, I know you got that camera set up neck high on purpose. You understand? I know it is.
Antonio.
Go ahead, Prophet. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I've suffered from the trauma of being dark skinned, from coming from an abusive household. My father was an alcoholic. He was verbally, emotionally, and physically abusive to my mother. So many. I'm fucked up in so many different areas. I've been, molested. I've been raped. And I'm dark. So I got a whole lot of shadow work that I need to work through.
Only time you feel good is when you having sex. Who else was like that? Come on, don't fool me now.
Come on.
Y'all know this class.
That was the
Okay,
truth.
all right. There you go. Only time you feel good is when you having sex. I got to
short another stick.
And making those toes curl.
Okay,
so the only time.
hold on 1 minute.
All right. All right, I figure I give Prophet Jay. Get ready, Prophet Jay. Don't forget your thought. Go ahead, Sandra. I'm just trying to let all these dark-skinned women, so they keep getting in there. You know what I'm saying? They keep getting in there. Go ahead.
Look at here. So now, I can't turn on my camera. I'm just getting off, but it's okay. I would.
Oh, you in that shower?
Cause I'm
in that shower. You ain't trying to mess these boys' heads up.
But now, I feel good even without doing that. That's not the only time I feel good. It's one of my, I love to see what it do to other people, if that makes sense. Then I'm going.
No,
but yeah, it's not my main pet peeve. Where when I'm doing that, making love or, getting ready to make love or be there in that atmosphere, that's not the only time I feel good. I can't say that I've had, or should I say have some, what y'all call it, downfalls about that I need shadow working about as far as that's concerned. However, having a big nose, now that's a problem. That has been my problem. And one of my other problems have been, y'all know my face being crooked. But I'm dealing with that stuff. And I have never felt the way I feel now, where I'm able to come on and turn on my camera or, even talk more and not look for me to be stuck. I don't do that as much as I used to. It's amazing to me. And I don't try to stop it from happening, if that makes sense. If I feel it coming, then I'm calming it. I have never calmed it before. I have never calmed it. If you coming, okay, come on and get on out the way so I can finish talking. I've never done that before, but I'm doing that now, and it is a great difference. And that's where, truth be told, that's where I'm truly happy when I'm doing that, because it's like, it doesn't feel like it's beating me down or accusing me of not being able to give to people what God wants me to give to them. Because majority of what I have to give is through writing and through speech. So I don't have to do that anymore. So I'm learning, and I'm being, what do you call it? I know that I'm moving to the next level. There's another word for it, but yeah, I'm moving to the next level with that. And it's so, so exciting. It feels amazing.
All right, let's give Miss Sandra a round of applause. That's amazing.
All right, Miss Sandra.
You remember those days.
You said it nicely too.
Yes, you did.
What you doing? What you doing? Transitioning?
Yeah.
Where you at? Where you at? What you doing?
I agree. No. I'm here. I agree with everything she said. I'm not saying she's saying something wrong. What I'm saying is that shadow work is so serious that you'll be good in one area and jacked up in every other one. And the areas, come on, talk to me. Talk to me.
Okay, so when I went back, I just have this, I have this moment of being cheated on, right? I remember it vividly, walking into the room and they were asleep in the bed. But you said that it would have happened at 5 years old.
I'm saying the moment you first felt it, typically we repeat what we've been through after being 8 years old. We repeat. We don't learn nothing new. So what would have happened is, as a child, you would have thought to yourself, well, I'm supposed to be scammed. I'm supposed to be messed over. I'm not the one people are loyal to. I'm not the one people are faithful to. Then you would have went out there and attracted a mate that would have proved your subconscious right. Does everybody hear what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
sir.
This is shadow work. I'm not saying Sandra not right. I'm saying something completely different. I'm saying Sandra 100% right. And where she right at, that's not affecting her life. It's that damn shadow that she not right at affecting her life. Now, luckily for her, she brought up a few of those things, so I know she's on a growing path. That's why I believe what she's saying. Let me help all of y'all. I told, if you don't go get y'all, go and get you some Moscato or something. That work is not fun. Not fun. Let me try this again. I'm gonna try it again.
I'm getting ready to go get me a drink right now.
Go on, get it. Light your spliff. Get your doobie. Do whatever you got to do. You hear me? You got to do whatever you got to do, because I need you to receive that this is about to, and it won't be me. You are running.
You running. You running.
My bad. And it's showing from your, and I have my microphone muted, and it's showing from your income. You understand what I'm saying? It's showing. That's why I called in. So when I had to do all that, I knew it was going to stay connected. Let me try this. We're going to try this. We're going to try to keep it real with all of y'all, okay? This is what I'm saying to y'all. Hear me well. I know you think you good. The truth is you are. But your subconscious has created a life of what you really think you are. So you can go ahead with all that practice shit you got going on. I get it. But your subconscious is creating your reality. And if you have even one aspect of your reality you do not like, you can lie to me all you want to. You can lie to you all you want to. Your subconscious, what you call the Holy Spirit, is creating your reality. You can get this right, or you can do this shadow work. Either way, ain't nobody leaving the next 3 weeks unblooded. Ain't nobody. It's impossible, because you've been running from you. We're gonna take Adonia for example, because this is a good example. She said, "Oh Lord, don't use me, please." She's a good example. She got everything going for her. Can't tell her that though. Can't tell her that. Same with you. You got everything going for you. Can't tell you that, because you're your own worst critic, huh? Let me tell y'all what y'all shadow work really is, because you see, y'all, it's always you folk with the most gifts that's the hardest to change. I'm gonna let that sit there for a little bit, Ken. I'm gonna let that sit there for a little bit. Oh, you visionaries, oracles, prophets, seers. Oh, y'all the hardest to change. Y'all the hardest to change, because y'all believe in y'all gift when your gift is surrounded by the bullshit you won't let go. Jamal, I said that. I did.
Come for the jugular then, okay?
I did. You sit there and have a whole dream.
That was a punch.
Dream that somebody, it should have been. You have a whole dream. She cheating on you. Whole dream you about to get betrayed. And you swear up and down God sent you that dream. No, that's your damn subconscious and all that insecurity stuff you got going on. But can't tell you that though.
Man, shut up, Bishop. Bishop, shut it up.
Come on. Because you got to go anyway, because you wanted to say something earlier. Go ahead, man.
Shut it up.
I'm coming back to that though.
Why you got this right here? We just moved to North Carolina, and I had a dream that she was cheating on me. We wasn't married yet. that she was cheating on me, and that she went out the back door. So we got 2 doors. She went out the back door, but pretended to come into the front door. And I looked, and when I woke up, she was laying right next to me. I can't
But you
stand.
swore up and down it was gonna happen though. You swore up and down. It was a word from God.
Because of all the cheating that was done to me when I first became paralyzed. But some of that was because of me having the threesomes and doing things I had no business doing. So, but that's another story. All right, Adrienne, that's another story. But still, to the point that I got cheated on so much that any woman,
it's part of your prophet. It's part of your prophetic visions now.
after 2008, any woman had in my life, she cheating on me.
Katrina, they not hearing me, Katrina. They not hearing me. I draw prophets. Prophets, for whatever crazy reason, y'all flock to me like crazy. It's about 6 of y'all on this call right now. Let me help you out. Your prophetic gift is distorted with your shadow. I know. Look at you. Right now.
I know. I received that. I received that fully, 100%. I received that because
you may be the only one.
For the last.
Hold on. Before you go.
Oh, sorry.
Before you go. No, hold on. Before you go, I just had a prophet fucked up. I guarantee. No. I guarantee you, there's a prophet right now mad at what I just said. Not mad at me because their integrity is too good, but they disagree with what I said. How you gonna have the gift of God not roll through your personality? How you gonna have the voice of God, the eyes of God, not roll through your insecurities? I'm sorry, was Paul still not Paul? Was Jesus still not Jesus? So when it comes to you and your gift, though, you perfect. Get out of here. You out your damn mind. Keep going, Deanna. Keep going. We're going to deal with this at work today. I got 3 more weeks of this. God bless you.
For the last week, there used to be mornings I used to wake up with knots in my stomach, and I used to be like, oh, today's going to be a bad day. Oh, my goodness. Blase, blase, blah. You ain't got to roll your eyes, Antonio. But for the past...
Not yet fixed.
But for
Johnson ain't through with me yet.
For the last week, okay, so the fast did wonders for me. I had a lot of clarity on things on top of Antonio's teachings. And so for the past week, I'm like, where is this coming from? Because everything is great. Like everything is perfect. Where is this coming from? And I pinpointed it. I pinpointed the trigger for it, but I have not pinpointed what triggers it. But it's anxiety. It's not my gift. It's not my gift telling me it's going to be a bad day, because I am moving out of always being a negative person. What is alive will fight to stay alive. So when I'm having a good day and I know it's going to be day and I slept wonderfully and I woke up great and now I got this little tension in my stomach, I know that's my anxiety triggering because, oh, it's too good. Something bad got to happen. Not, oh my goodness, my gift is telling me it's going to be a bad day. No, that ain't what it is. And it took me all this time. And in the past week, the little pieces have been the little puzzle been getting put together. And so now when I wake up, I tell myself, if I wake up and I have it, I'm like, okay, take a few deep breaths. Go step outside, let the sunlight hit you. Because today is a wonderful day. And there is nothing wrong today. You have everything you want. This is your anxiety fighting to stay alive. So kill it now so you can have the great day you know you're going to have. It ain't easy though. Shit.
Okay, thank you so much. You spoke well. Y'all clap for her. I didn't know how to raise my emoji hand, so I had to put it in
I
the
love that.
You know how to raise your emoji
You
hand?
feel better than me.
I don't think it gives me the option.
It does. It's the reactions button at the bottom.
Deanna, that helped me tremendously because I deal with the exact same thing. So I'm going to try doing the way that you're doing it and see if it changes how things go throughout my, when things are going good, in the back of my head, it's going, nope. Something's about to happen.
And it's loud.
Fuck up.
It's
It
real
is.
loud.
You prophets gonna be so mad. You prophets gonna be so mad at me.
I just feel terrible. I'm drained, and I'm like, and I know it's anxiety, but I've never known how to grab it and push it away enough where it doesn't affect my daily life. So I'm going to try what you're doing.
Can I also add to that, because words.
Go ahead.
It is not your anxiety. Stop calling it your anxiety. For one, recognize that it is anxiety and that it's there, and send it away. But it's not yours. It's a visitor.
Yeah.
That's
You don't have to take possession of it. Amen to that.
Let
me make y'all mad. I got my hand up. Teacher, pick me, teacher.
Yes, Antonio.
All you. You want me to hold on real quick? You want me to enable it or disable it? Because it's not on.
It won't let me turn it on. It says you cannot start your video because the host has disabled it.
Yeah, I'm having that same
sure
problem too.
Weird. Let's see. Play, leave, mute, unmute yourselves. Huh. I don't know. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, it's doing that on my end too.
That must be in the settings somewhere. We're going to fix that. Grace, look and see if it says turn off people's camera. If not, you got to make everybody co-host tonight.
Okay.
That's what you got to do. I have no idea what I was doing that, y'all. Brain sound. Well,
It just started doing it because I've been in and out.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, we'll fix that right now. Axe.
Tony been in and out. So
tell them try now. I clicked on something that says start video.
Okay. Yeah. Y'all try now? Oh. What the hell?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, Grace.
All right, Grace. Wait a minute.
Good job.
Antonio,
Good
there's
job.
something else I picked up on too.
Okay, go ahead. Because I need to piss y'all off right after you talk.
During the fast is when I started, when it was minimized. But after the fast, when I started integrating back like tortillas or things like that, I noticed it heightened. And that's when I realized your diet also affects your mental health.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about it. Mind, body, soul. Let me make y'all
I didn't know that at first. I learned something new.
Let me holler at you. Half the people on this call got a prophetic gift, and I don't mean that's how it works. I just draw prophets. Y'all false prophets. Let me help you out. I said it. I said it in your face.
Watch yourself.
Let me tell you something. Y'all false prophets. You got the real calling. You are called. You are the real deal. And since you won't do the shadow work, you have made prophecies that have not come to pass. And you waiting for them to come to pass so you can actually be right. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Go ahead. Go, see, y'all not finna like this. Y'all not finna like this. But that's your Bible and you believe in it. If you said one thing and it ain't came to pass and you still waiting, I'm not saying, see, you're false prophets because you won't do shadow work. I'm not calling your calling because I believe that you are a prophet. I know you are a prophet. You got the aura of a prophet. You won't do the shadow work. So when God talks to you, You confuse it with your insecurities talking to you. You don't know when to shut your mouth. If you don't believe me, allow me to take you to thine Bible. Forget the scripture that says, if it don't come to pass, you're a false prophet. Let me help you out just for a moment with the structure of a prophet. In your Bible, there's what you call a minor prophet and a major prophet, or if you are of the Torah, it's called the prophets. And the prophets, in the case of Old Testament God's narrative, they would do that trash y'all do. They would say the doom and the gloom to come. But what y'all missed is, that's what you call an oracle of salvation. Grace, put on Google, share your screen. Every major or minor prophet, every one of them, and the prophetic gift according to your this is where you get. You need to stop fooling with scholars. Grace, put Oracle of Salvation Bible. In the Bible, you can look at that. Just go. I just want them to see. Put on that. What is a salvation oracle? I just want y'all to see it's a real thing. The term salvation oracle is used to study specifically the types of oracle originally addressed an individual person. Thank you so much. You scroll down, Grace. I just want them to see it's real. I'm gonna explain to y'all. I just want you to see it's real. Keep going. Can you go on this Micah Oracle of Salvation, Grace? I'm sorry. If you open up your Bible, Grace, can you see if there's a Micah chapter 5? And does Micah chapter 5 have a title, Grace? Nope.
No, sir.
Can you see if there's a Micah chapter 6?
Okay.
And then an announcement of judgment. Stop your screen, Grace. Even though I already knew this answer. Here's what, and all you prophets you could hate me tonight. Because when God gives you a prophetic gift, God also gives you an oracle of salvation. What that means is your job is not to prophesy how fucked up your children are. Your job is not to prophesy how everything is bad. Because you are after Christ and even before Christ, according to your Bible, after you prophesy, you shall also receive the blessing of that prophecy and give to the children. You ain't got to like it. I know you're ready to leave, disconnect, cut your call off right now. I know you are. I know exactly who you are. I'm not. Let me make it very clear. Let me make it very clear. I did not say you're not called. I did not say you don't have the gift. I said since you won't do the work Jesus did himself, your gift is tainted. And if you find me a scripture that proves me wrong, I'll apologize to you. But I'm in your Bible. You cannot be an oracle with low self-esteem. You cannot have no shadow work done and prophesy through people and think your insecurity is not going to show up in that prophecy. Because your insecurities come with visions too. Come on, Ken.
Oh, I can give the part two and say the part that you don't want to say.
Go ahead and give it to them. Because they're not like, look, they mad at me right there. But this is the Bible. Go ahead, give it to them, just so they don't think I'm mean.
Well, what you're saying is true. And truth be told, there's a fad in the prophecy because you notice they all have the same mannerism. And what happens is I make them mad all the time because I ran into the airport and one, she prophesied gold and books. And I was just crazy enough to tell her, hey, I ain't got neither one yet. What was the problem here? We need to talk. Wait a minute. That prophecy didn't come through. No, but seriously though, I mean, you know, the gifts are there. You know, we have the fivefold, we know, but truthfully, the majority of them are just being in their flesh because they are all saying the same thing and doing what they seen. And then, of course, you have that group that just totally doing it wrong.
Oh, thank God that group ain't here.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm grateful for that. I know that false prophet group ain't in this class. Yeah, now that's for sure. Keep going. I just want to make sure that they, know
No.
that
As
I
you
think
know,
that.
certainly not singling anybody out here because one, I don't know them like that, but I'm talking in general.
No doubt. He talking in general. I'm telling you at your throat that if you don't get the character of Christ, your gift is tainted. You say what you want. You can say what you want.
I mean,
You-
I can go there with you because I can honestly say that, especially growing up, like I told you, that lady that told me about being the nice cake, but I didn't have any milk. Like that was major for me because that was when I started looking at who I was and how I was doing different things, because I didn't want to be wasted at the end of the day.
Adrian, you just blessed me. Adrian, you just blessed me. All of y'all mad at me. Half this call is prophets. All y'all mad at me. Adrian just blessed me. Adrian just blessed me. Let me clean up what I'm saying. You have minimized your prophetic percentage to something that fits your own errors. According to your Bible, prophet is 100%. No room for error. Let me say it again. Your inability to do your shadow work has tainted your prophetic gift to the point that you prophesy not from your calling, not from your source, not from God. You prophesied from your shadow, and you confuse it with the voice of God. That's why you're not 100% accurate. I'll put my whole, I wish there was a bunch of dudes on this call. I would have said what I really wanted to say. There's too many women on this call for me to say what I wanted to say. Yeah, you already know where I was going, kid.
Don't say it.
That's why I can't. Even that's too raw for me. Patricia says for me, it's real talk. And look, and I'm not talking about profit in church world. Because some of y'all got the prophetic gift from other places, other schools of thought. I told y'all this shadow work is a problem. Because how can you watch how I talk bad about myself, Arshia, and nobody have a problem with it. As a matter of fact, they're gonna say, "You right, Antonio." But as soon as I pivot it around to you, you're gonna be like, "Nah, you got me fucked up." Watch it, Jerome. Tempest hears the voice of God 1,000% better than Antonio. Because God knows. So what Antonio would get is the mission of God, the calling of God, the plow of God, the weapon of God. But I'll never get the word of God. Tell Adrian, your mama just died. It's going to be okay. That's Tempest. That's Deanna. You know why? Because God ain't sending no healing ass words to a psychopath like me. That's Chiquita's job, not mine. Oh, see, ain't nobody got a problem with that. No, ain't nobody got a problem with that. I get the mission. I get the I'm not telling you I don't hear from God, but if you need a hug, if God wants to reach into your arms, touch your elbows, and hug that person in front of you, God ain't using me for that. You fool around, get hugged from me, and you feel you might have got this is uncomfortable. That's why God made empaths. Because God is love, God is heart, and God needs empaths on this planet. So when God talked to Tempest, I promise you that's a word that only Tempest can get. See, ain't nobody, see, everybody nodding their head like, you right, because you're a heathen, Antonio. I know I'm a heathen. Now, when you need a building crushed, God don't come to your empathetic ass. Oh, they don't want to fool with me. They don't want to fool with me, John Calloway. When it's time to throw these bowls, that's me and Ken Johnson. When it's time to pastor the church, all cuddly, Ken got to say, don't. Come on, church, y'all get the sister a hug. Because Ken, no, I don't know what to do. She crying for something I told her was going to happen 6 weeks ago. That's 100%. Me and Ken Johnson, the same person.
But now you better sit back and discern and make sure she ain't crying because she left her a man. That girl could be heartbroken, and you're going over there. You better hold up, wait and find out.
Real talk. See, I'm saying, Katrina, I'm saying it 100%. Sheena, I'm saying it 100%. I'm telling y'all, the same thing I'm telling you, I've accounted for in me. I know my gift is distorted with my aggression. So God don't send me sensitive things to say to people. But you won't admit your gift is distorted with your insecurities. I freely sit. I'm freely on the cross right now telling you, if God want to give you a hug, the shit ain't coming from me. It ain't coming from me. If God wants to say, oh my God, Damali, you hurt your toe, but God wants me to tell you that you're going to have cancer tomorrow. That shit ain't coming from me. That's coming from Adrian. Adrian can't wait to DM y'all. Yeah, ain't nobody in here got a DM from me privately. You ain't got a DM from me privately on Zoom or message. Because first off, I don't like you that much. First off, let's just go there. I love you. See, I've done my shadow work. I understand that I am a weapon of God, not the heart of God. That's, see? No, I got the heart of God as a weapon. I'm David, not Solomon. I'm Paul, not Peter. Jerome, I'm trying to help him, Jerome. I'm trying. See, it's all good when I talk about myself. Everybody be like, "You right," but as soon as I tell you,
you might got a little Peter in you because he cursed.
I got some Peter. I got Peter cussing, chop your whole ear off. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe I should have said John, the beloved disciple. Maybe I should have said John. I damn sure got some Peter in me. Yeah, I'm like the cons. You know what I'm saying? No, real talk. I'm telling you, Otis, I'm keeping it. You don't follow me because I'm nice. You follow me because I know my shit. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I am very much okay with that. I have been in the pulpit 1 billion times, and at least 9 times, Jerome, I accidentally said shit in the pulpit. So ain't no sense in me pretending like I'm not that dude. I am. And all the old saints with, you right though, Pastor. You right. I ain't lying to you. You right. So I just accepted that God has a weapon for me. I'm a knife, Katrina. You're a spoon. You're the gentle dipping into my daughter calls it crunchy cereal. She calls Cinnamon Toast Crunch crunchy cereal. Right? That's just I want crunchy cereal. You're the gentle dip into the crunchy cereal to eat. I'm the knife. My daughter go to her mama.
Actually, you'd be good for prison ministry. Them boys need.
I used to do it.
Them boys need to hear you in there. The raw stuff. Chaplains right now, they can't hang. I was in one with a federal prison. I said, man, who are you talking to? Not these guys. That ain't what they need to hear. So
that is so true.
We need to take
That's so true.
I know.
For real.
Over there. They can relate.
Yeah, I'm still.
Hey, when you cuss on the pulpit, that's when you need to do like this and walk on off.
Oh no, I ain't even walk off. Now the message was good. I cussed by accident. It was a good point. The Holy Spirit, you know what I'm saying? I caught the moly spirit, not the Holy Spirit, Jerome. The moly spirit. You understand? The moly spirit with the mildew on it. I'm keeping it real with y'all. This class is highly effective because I know myself. It's not effective because I'm fronting in front of you. I'm not trying to be nice. You want nice? Go to Tempest. Go to Deanna. I'm not nice. I'm not nice. I'm not. I'm nice to a point. What I am is focused. And you can't have someone as focused as me, Otis, gentle like Christ. You can't do that. That's why if you read your Bible, it's two different Christs. It's one, but Christ kind of flip a mode. When it's time to march to Jerusalem, Christ get real flipping the tables. Christ started off his first 2 years. Oh, the Lord wants you to be successful. Real Joel Osteen. That last year, he TD Jakes with it. Because you can't go to the cross weak. You know how strong you got to be to go to the cross? How arrogant you got to be to know you about to change the world? Shadow work is important. I'm telling you right now, y'all gifts, they distorted. Where I come from, we call them distortions. I'm not telling you you are false. I'm saying you speak through your shadow more than you speak through your light. And deep down, you know I'm right. Because you ain't batting 1,000%. But I promise you, the more you hang around with me, here's the deal. The more you hang around with me, the more you going to see that little gift come out that I be denying. And I promise you, I bet 1,000. You say what you want. If I tell you this is what it is, this is what it is. You dare not challenge me. I don't say much. But I don't have distortions. I don't got no negative karma. I don't got no distortions. What I got in Tracy is I'm just too damn real. And God goes, well, I know exactly what to do to you. You're gonna be used for this purpose. I'm gonna build the city. I'm not gonna make it perfect. That's somebody else's job. That's the realest thing I said all year. That's the realest thing I said all year, Jerome. I am a wartime vessel for God. God called peacetime vessels after I'm done.
Mr. Smith.
Come on, man. I'm talking. Come on, man.
You don't open up a can tonight. Okay? I'm gonna tell you that right now.
This is why old folk love me.
Yeah, but let me say this for me, okay? This term shadow work. I've heard that before, whatever, but I never knew that this terminology or this process applied to me personally. So I'm 65 years old. I've never had a reason to execute or to delve into this shadow work. But as that man was talking, I said, Jerome, this is what happened to you 2 weeks ago. as he was going through the steps, I was like, wait a minute. And the thing that blows me away is you mentioned shadow work, you mentioned the Natal chart and all that like that, but you didn't go into no detail or nothing. But this guy was saying step by step exactly what I had done, because I knew something wasn't right. And I'm saying, wait a minute, Jerome, wait a minute, you ain't crazy. I know that's debatable, but I'm not. And I said, you ain't crazy, but something not right here. And I started taking those steps. And then all of a sudden it went, aha. And I went, what the F? And I said, that ain't you. Think about it. And I'm gonna tell you right, that's why I said I need the rest of that, because I didn't finish it because I was blown away about the reality of the fact that this thing had encompassed me, this thing had surrounded me. And I'm sitting there going, wait a minute, this doesn't add up to who you are, Jerome. And didn't realize I was under attack, didn't realize that stuff had been planted. I ain't realized none of this. But what I did know is that I was uncomfortable, number one. And number two, I wanted to take revenge. I wanted to kick some behind. And I knew that wasn't the answer either. I said, wait a minute. But I was so glad of the reality of recognizing of what was going on and why I was feeling the way I was feeling. But guess what, Mr. Smith? I got to do something about it. So I just want to share that.
Oh, come on. Okay. So Jerome, you like Adrian. You fooled around and blessed me. You understand what I'm saying? You fooled around and blessed me. Now I'm going to help y'all out. Grace, Psalm chapter 51, verse 17. This is not a Bible lesson. This is a shut the hell up lesson, because you ain't reading the way you're supposed to. Pull up Message version, Grace, Miss Tempest version. I'm about to prove to y'all God don't like performance. God don't like hearts that are perfect. Read it, Grace, 16 and 17.
Verse 17?
16 and 17.
Okay.
Watch this.
Going through the motions doesn't please you.
Where's Prophet Jerry at? Stop it, Grace. Stop it, Grace. Stop it, Grace. Stop it, Grace. That's what Jerome was just talking about. Where is Prophet? Okay, there you go. Go ahead, Grace. Put it back up now. Put it back. Going through the motions. This what I'm prophets. You're going through the motions. Come on, Grace.
Going through the motions doesn't please you. A flawless performance is nothing to you. I learned God worship when my pride was shattered. Heart shattered lies ready for love. Don't for a moment escape God's notice.
Heart shattered lives ready for love. Don't for a moment escape God's notice. Grace, stop your scream. They didn't even know that was in the Bible.
I know.
King
I did.
James.
You just put that in
King
there.
James said. I just put it in there while y'all was listening to me. I put it in there. King James version says God likes a contrite heart. Sound familiar now, Jerome? A contrite heart.
Mrs. Smith. Let me add one more piece to that. And even though I didn't have the answer that I needed, God gave me a song. It's been out for 2 years. It's written by Brian Courtney Smith, and it's titled Still. And I had never heard it before. And as I listened to that song, I broke out in tears. I bawled like a baby. Because in the middle of that song, he says, the mountain has to move. The mountain must obey.
Watch yourself, Jerome. You finna turn everybody. You finna change this whole damn call, Jerome.
Listen to me. And when he said that, he said to me, Jerome, the mountain has got to obey you because of who you are, because of your faith in me, and you won't execute the faith I've given you, and it's already within you. And I'm sitting there going, huh? He says, exactly. I said, oh, damn, I'm in trouble.
Ken, you about to have to take up offering and do a message.
I just had to share that with you.
No, that was good. I'm glad you did. Grace, Psalm 119, verse 71. I don't want you to hear the Bible. I want you to hear.
About to go there. I just knew it.
King James is the only version you better pull up, Grace. Don't you pull up no other version. Don't you pull up no other version. There's some stuff ought to be read only in King Jimmy. Read it for me, Grace.
Brother Pastor, members,
There you go.
for your reading, Psalm 119, verse 71. It is good for me that I have been afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes.
Thank you so much, Grace.
Man. Wow.
Go ahead, Brother Jerry. Go ahead. See, y'all want to run here like you're not afflicted. I'm effective because I'm a piece of garbage. The reason my ministry is effective is because I am so broken, Kim. God can use me.
Watch yourself.
That's what the first verse you pulled up said, Grace. There's a whole phrase for this, Sheena. It's called gracefully broken. I am so unorthodox, I'm effective. I'm so uncouth, I'm gentle. But y'all are performanced when God look at your ministry. Grace, Revelation chapter 3, Message version. I need the messy version. I need the messy version, Grace. Verse, forget 1 and 2, they're irrelevant. I need you to start at verse 3. Revelation chapter 3, verse 3. It's messy. It's real petty, Katrina. It's written completely in red, Jerome. This is petty. Oh, I sure like when God act like this version of Antonio. I'm going to read it, Grace. We need to read this the way Jesus said it. You feel me? Because you're going to say it too sweet. You're going to say it like a school teacher. I see right through your work. You have a reputation of vigor and zest, but you are dead, stone dead. Up on your feet, take a deep breath. Maybe there's life in you yet, but I wouldn't know it by looking at your busy work. Nothing of God's work has been completed. Your condition, desperate. Think of the gift you once had in your hands. The message you heard with your ears. Grasp it again and turn back to God. And if you pull the covers back over your heads and sleep on it, oblivious to God, I'll return when you least expect it, break your whole life up like a thief in the night. Come on, stop it, Grace. Stop it, Grace. That's written in red. And it's tougher in King James. It says, you got the reputation of being clean, but you dirty. That's what I'm telling you prophets are. Because you speak through your dirt instead of God using your dirt. Anything you are trying to protect, God wants to use. I'm effective, Katrina, because I'm 100% available. Every dark side of me has access to God. I'm not good. I ain't never said up here claim to you I'm good. I'm the worst heathen in this room. The biggest sinner. I can't wait to sell drugs tomorrow. I am terrible. That's my number one problem, fast money. My number one problem is where I come from, John Calloway, I want fast money. I want to call Luck to call Mendez, tell Mendez call Escobar. I had his fixed in 36 hours. Every day I got to get up, Ken, and kill that part of me. Every day, you see, y'all think I play. Every day I got
36 hours.
I'll fix this thing in 36 hours. I cancel class for 2 weeks, come back, we'll be, look, the floor of my car will be marble. I have a car with marble floors. The PS5 in the passenger seat. I'll fix this whole thing, Otis. I'll fix it quick. Because I come from the drug place. I come from, forget all that struggle. Make this phone call, get this done. You know how hard it is for me to take the long way when my flesh want to take the short way? You know how hard that is? It's hard. But that's why I'm effective. Because I freely give to you what's wrong with me without provocation. I don't even justify. Frida, I didn't say some stuff without their explanation. He was like, damn, he not going to explain why he said that? Nope, I'm a piece of shit. It is what it is. Ain't no sense in explaining it. It is that simple. And because of that, I'm effective.
It is what it is.
I did my shadow work. My shadow is no longer a shadow, Kim. My shadow has been embraced and has become greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world.
Can I holler on this thing?
That's hop on it. Hop on it, man. Hop on it, man.
You know, I've been sitting back, you know, all quietly and stuff, listening. You know, we done got out, you're a piece of shit and all that good stuff. You know, that's all well, you know. That's a little rough to me, but okay. Now, back to the shadow work.
Talk to me, man.
I was sitting here thinking, you know, I was working on a keynote. Well, no, not working, I've been working on one, a different one. Now, you know, Les Brown, when he taught, he said he was deemed educably mentally retarded, right?
Right.
And, you know, his teacher told him, hey, that, you know, never let the opinion of another, you know, define who you are. So I was like, wow. And I sat down, I was thinking to myself, you know, what the young man was talking about with the shadow work, I call it spiritual work or demonic work, because I look at
it's all good. It's a good thing to call.
Now, over the years, I came up with a terminology that I feel that we're all demonically mentally retarded. We're all being chased by demons. We're all growing up with our demons. And, you know, I sat down and I thought to myself, I said, you know, I've dealt with my demons. And I always tell people, you can't tell me anything about me that I don't know, because I done dealt with my demons. I know who I am, what I am, why I am, period.
That's right.
You can't tell me nothing. I'll look at you and smile and look at you. And when you're done, I'm going to say, and your point would be what? And that's what I'll say to you, you know. But I sit down and I think about, you know, dealing with demons. We do carry a lot of things from our childhood on up into our adulthood. A lot of us are little children in adult bodies running around, still having not dealt with our demons. And why? You know, two things. What is the saying that to do this, to continue to do the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over, expecting different results. But they also say the definition of stupidity is to know the truth, to see the truth and to know the truth, but yet still believe the lies. And yet every day we get up and we still continue to live or to believe the lies. Because the reason most of us don't get up and do what it is that we're supposed to do is because of the bullshit lies we keep telling ourselves as to why we can't do it. Our demons are talking to us. The biggest demon that you will ever face is when you go into the bathroom, close the door, lock it, and turn around, and that demon is facing you in the mirror. That demon is always going to be you. You. Because you're the one you keep lying to. You're the one, the reason why you haven't achieved this, achieved that. It all comes back to the common denominator, you. You know, so that's, you know, when I think about, you know, like when emotions and things and feelings and things come up, like the young man said, I don't attach any feelings or anything to them. I used to. But the whole reason, you know, the reason of doing it, I never could let go of anything. The only reason that the past still disturbs so many of us is because we refuse to let the past be just where it's at, the past. We keep reliving that same situation, that same pain over and over and over in our head. And it's no longer going on. It's no longer happening. It's no longer here. If you keep yourself in the present, you won't have time to worry about that or reliving that demonic thought over and over and over again. I done been nearly almost raped. Thank God I came to, I woke up at 19 after, passing out. I'd have been taken advantage of, by other people, uncle, cousin, all that. I was just telling someone today, I said, I done been in prison on the other side of the world. I done been through things that people only can watch on television. I said, I done been in the veterans, psych ward for 2 months at Hines Veteran Hospital. I said, I done been through so much. I said, yet, I never had a desire to go out and take advantage of children. I never had a desire to rape anyone. I never had a desire to go out and kill 32 people. I never ever, said, hey, the damn world is against me. I hate you. And I was just asking a friend today, how come I'm not crazy? How come I'm not wounded? How come I'm not running around, and insane and doing all this other crazy stuff or blaming it on my childhood? I said, I don't do that. Yet I don't understand. But everything that I have learned in my life, I told my auntie this the other day, I said, that I have taught myself virtually everything that I know. My mother never didn't teach me the things that I know. My uncles never didn't teach me the things that I know. But I was 20 years old, man, and didn't even know a woman could climax. I was at a party and I heard some brothers talking about it. And when they said, yeah, she climaxed, man, I turned around and I said, a woman can climax? That whole party stopped and everybody looked at me. Yeah, man, where the hell you been? I didn't know nothing.
I used to think girls pee out their booty, so I ain't mad at you. I was like 17, so I knew the difference.
I mean, I was lost.
Y'all sit down to pee.
But the whole thing, the gist of it is that, and this is part of my keynote that I've been working on that I'm talking in. The thing is, the biggest demon that we'll ever know is ourselves. The biggest battle that we'll ever have in our life is always with ourselves. Until we can learn to conquer that, we're gonna always be in the same stuff, same crap that we've always been in. It's until we deal with the most important demon of all, ourselves. Look in the mirror.
Right.
I tried it. Do you know that's not easy? I went in, man, for nearly 2 weeks and tried to look myself in the eyes in the mirror. And man, I couldn't. I kept looking down, how like a dog, run up on a dog and you stare a dog down and he's looking down at the ground, but he's still looking up and growling at you because he's still filling you out. That's how it was for me until I finally got it and stopped being ashamed and did it.
That's a word, John Calloway.
I'll just leave it at that right there for the moment.
No, you good, bro. Y'all clap.
I don't want to give away my whole
Nah. 100.
All right, now.
Check it out.
Wow, that's so
Awesome. Thank you, John.
It sounds like to me work. That's what it sounds like. He did the work.
He did the work. He did the work.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good observation, Kim. This is why people with the worst upbringings become the most successful, because you're not allowed to get out of a terrible upbringing without doing shadow work. This is also why you folk born and raised in the church are the devil, because you never had to do shadow work. Oh, y'all for the Kim, don't let them hide on me, Kim.
You're right.
You're telling the truth.
True.
Okay, all right, then. Don't let them hide on me, Kim. Them folk born and raised in the church never have to do shadow work. They can lean on God. God know my heart.
Can I say something? I think
got the floor.
Thank you. The church teaches us to confess, but they don't teach us to commit. Committing the work of God. That work has a lot to do with dealing with your demons that you have set with, but you rebuking because you don't want to deal with it and you want to blame it on the devil. But it ain't the devil. It's you. Look at
That was your prophetic gift coming out just now. I know that much. Now that was your prophetic gift without the distortions. Keep on going.
You are that man in the mirror that have to face that man in the mirror to become a better version of who you are. And that journey has to teach you to embrace even the bad, because it's through the bad and the negativity that you appreciate, you find the gratitude, but more than anything, you evolve and you're a better you.
Yeah, hear that? Took her 6 weeks to put her weight on it. Y'all hear that? Come on, y'all clap for that. No.
You better go, Renee.
That was good. Oh my God. Oh, she's right. She's right. We force people, and not just the church. Not all religions, but what we do is we force people. We Ken gonna get this more than most of y'all. We force people to make a decision not to become a disciple. We say, close your eyes. If you die right now, do you know where you're going? You need to make a decision right now. Come on now, don't fool me now. And you wind up making a decision out of emotion instead of becoming a disciple out of discipline.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right. Yes, it is.
That's no different than what she said. Let me help y'all out, man. Let me help y'all out. You are much better used of the light as your full shadow. See, in my case, when you embrace, and this is psychology now, when you embrace your shadow, it gets absorbed into your light. See, I'm not two people. Meet me off camera. I'm saying, way. You ain't gotta believe me. Jerome, no. Ian, no. He ain't gotta believe me. You don't. If you catch me around Ken, Ken gonna make sure, as long as my liver is functioning, he gonna make sure I got a cup in my hand. Long as the doctor don't
Yes, he
say,
does. Yes,
okay,
he does.
thank you. So, thank you. Ken gonna
Wait a minute, Snoopy. Wait a minute.
I'm the same way all day, every day. Otis, you never gonna meet another me. And when I'm not on camera, I talk real short. I got like real few words. Smiley face. Yep, you right. That's facts. Yep, that's it. I'm real short with it. I don't talk.
That is true.
In my head, that is very true. It's very true. The conversation in my head is so long. Like I thought about it today. I like after today's morning call, I said, "Damn, I make Tyrell job hard. I make Tyrell job hard because Tyrell trying to give me 100% disability, and I'd be like, white folk, I just did a 27-mile marathon today. Look, I make his job hard." Even though I can't do a 27-mile marathon, but you get the point though. I make his job hard, and I remember saying to myself, let me stop making this man's job hard. That's what I said. Let me tell you what I said to myself in the morning call, because I'm messing up his money. That's what I said. See, today was the first day I ever realized, oh damn, I'm messing up his money. That's the first. Like I have yet to consider this man gonna get paid too, because I don't think about money, and I got to remember to stop playing with other people's money. So y'all might see me in a wheelchair tomorrow. I don't know. You might. And when you do, just know that's something Antonio would have done. Ain't nobody gonna be surprised. You're not gonna be surprised I did it, Kim.
Nope, you got to do what you got to do. I know the system. You got to do what you got to do. You put your name on the line for it anyway. They owe it to you.
Hey, 100% facts. Let me help y'all. God can't use you because you two people. So when it's time to look down and bless you, let me talk to y'all Christian talk. Like, damn, which one I'm covered by the blood? I can't tell which one it is. It's two of them. Now, does that make sense? Okay, that makes sense. I saw some ouches there. That makes sense. You can't get blessed because when God look down, don't even recognize who you are. You performance Jay today. Performance Antonio today. That's what you are. Until you become whole. I promise you. I promise you. I am getting on Adonia's nerves. On purpose. Because I am duty honored bound to her. And she just, no matter how many times she say, he gonna stop bothering me. I wait a few months and I come right back. Grace, send her a message.
He
don't get rid of me. She don't get rid of me. She not gonna get rid of me because ain't no two me's. It ain't no gotcha. That ain't got that me and me. You know what I'm saying? The only me I got is the me you see. Now, when I gotta go and put on a suit and tie, it's same me, same intensity. The words just get bigger. But instead of cussing, I use cuss words that are SAT words. I string them together real well. I know them. You know, this is venomous what is going on. The community should be incited about the treachery that is occurring in our current system. I got you. It don't matter. You know, when it wrong, being wrong. It's my platform. So I say what I want. On their platform, I still say what I want. I just say it in so many big words, they don't even know I said it. If you don't, go ahead.
No, sir, did you see my message in the chat? I'll be on the phone.
If you don't go take care of your grandma and stop telling me you're going to take care of your... What you do is notify me next time. Your grandma, how old is your grandma?
101. I did.
That's an automatic ticket to hell if I don't let you go. We both going to hell. Automatic. 101?
I didn't ask. I put it in. I was just letting you know. You know.
You should have put that and your camera should have cut off. You hear me?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Your camera should have cut off. You don't wait for my blessing to take care of a 101-year-old.
Yes, sir.
She's seen the Million Man March. She's seen Jim Crow. She's seen sharecroppers. She's seen it all, Damali. 101. First off, I don't ever want to be 101. But if I do get to 101, y'all better not let me have a microphone. You better not. I act like this at 41. It's just gonna get worse, Kill. It's gonna get worse. Truth is, I act like this at 21 too. So, I dare y'all go to my old YouTube videos to see this boy is skinny and ain't changed. I do not change. 100%. All you prophets, all you empaths, your gift is jacked up because your insecurities are louder than your gift. So the messages you get from God, that ain't from God. That's from your triggers.
I believe it. I believe it.
You be prophesying from your trigger, not your God. This is how you know when triggers is real. I need somebody to admit with me. I got my hand up first. I got to admit with me.
Come on.
You can watch a certain type of movie. Mm-hmm. It'll jack your whole stuff up. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's how you know you ain't got over triggers. Let me help y'all out. There's a fantastic Netflix series. There's a fantastic Netflix series. There's a fantastic Netflix series. There's a fantastic Netflix series with Wesley Snipes and Kevin Hart. I couldn't get past the first 20 minutes. I just went on ahead and liked it. I wanted King Hart, King Snipes to go on and get, but I couldn't finish it. because my real brother threw me over something bad. And I push it further, Kim. I forgave him, but I ain't forgave myself for letting it happen. I'll wait, Frida. I'll wait.
Yep.
See, he good. He good. I don't even, Otis, I don't even get mad. Oh, but in the silence of my mind, Damali, I can't even watch a movie that remind me of that trigger. Can anybody relate besides me and Kim?
Music will do the same thing.
See?
Yes, sir.
See, it's easy.
Sure
It's
can.
easy, Sheena. Sheena, it's easy to forgive a person but not forgive the trigger. And I need to do shadow work concerning this trigger. Ask me if I'm going to do it.
You
Are you
gonna
gonna
do
do
it?
it? I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Ask me if I got a justifiable, positive reason that's total bullshit. Yep, I sure do. Oh, it's total BS. Well, I don't want to give it no energy, don't you? See it right there? See it? I don't want to give it no energy. If I can't watch a movie, I'm giving it energy. I'm just pretending I'm not. I'm trying to free somebody, Jamal. I'm trying
What
to.
you say now? Wait a minute.
Come on, talk to me, Frida. Come on, talk to me. Confess thy sins.
I just stopped watching TV completely. Because of the damn triggers.
Yo, that's real talk. I was Kevin Hart. I was the little brother that made it. And I couldn't get through 20 minutes of the bigger brother that was going to take it from me. Because I lived that, Otis. And I forgive him. Don't even think about it. Not even mad. I swear to God, on my kids, I'm not even mad. But that trigger, I'm mad at myself though, Kim. Y'all don't want to hear me. He ain't got me messed up. I got me messed up. I incarnate next life. I don't want no siblings. God, don't you give me no siblings. Only child, me. As a matter of fact, I don't even need to be born. I'll show up at 21. I'm just make me 21 when I'm born. With an 800 credit score, I'll take it. Give me one of Madonia credit scores. This is Katrina. I can't give it to you more really than this, Katrina. Just because you forgive a person completely, don't mean you've done the shadow work to get rid of that trigger. And I know it's the only trigger I got left. And guess what? I ain't gonna do nothing about it. See, Kim, I'm trying to keep it real. Everything on my energy to say, that boy tell the truth. He ain't gonna do a damn thing about it. I ain't. I'm gonna die with that trigger. The only way I'm gonna get rid of that trigger, Ken Johnson, will have to go up to heaven. I don't mean like metaphysically. I mean literally drive a car to heaven. Get Jesus. Carpool back down to earth. And they both had to sit down with some gumbo made by Jesus and say, all right, go ahead and forgive your trigger. Unless all that happen, I ain't gonna do it.
How come you don't want to get rid of it?
Because I don't want to. I have no explanation for it.
You know what? Sometimes people watch things, especially on TV. I don't know how many of you watch SVU and Criminal Minds and all of that other stuff. A lot of the times it's to reinforce a trigger. It's because we get addicted to the emotions that the shadow.
You bought something up there, child.
Watching, you know who watches the most Special Victims Unit and all the crime dramas are typically rape victims or people that have been through some sort of trauma. They like to watch it so they can relive it because they get addicted to the emotion. And that's a part of their shadow selves, and they call it accepting it. And it's not really accepting it, it's just not wanting to feel alone while you wallow in it. So if you watch someone else go through it, it just reinforces that trigger. And reasons why you don't want to forgive yourself a lot of the time is it's, you know that you need to, you don't want to, because as long as you don't, you feel protected. You feel like, okay, as long as I still have this trauma, I won't let it happen again. Because I still feel it, and I'm going to keep that for me because it's going to protect me from me letting that happen again. And you'll watch things. It's good that you didn't watch it. It's good either way. There's no wrong. But when you do watch it, when you do watch the shows, or what is it, Diary of a Mad Black Woman and all of the Tyler Perry movies, and they get you in your feelings, it's because they're reinforcing shit you like to feel. Unfortunately, you get addicted to those feelings. You like to feel it. You don't want to feel free from it. You feel like as long as you can feel it and I can maintain while I feel it, then you can hold on to it. And you accept it instead of being aware of it, because I'm not religious, but I've been to church and I've a lot. And it's just, they teach you to accept the things that you cannot change, and you cannot change the past. And that is absolutely not what you should do. You don't accept something just because you're aware of it. You don't have to receive that into your life, but we receive it into our life and we accept it as a part of ourselves. And that is how we get the shadows or demons or whatever you call them to deal with in the beginning, because we accepted this thing. I accepted that rape. You accepted that betrayal. You accepted that abuse. Instead of just being aware that it happened, we accept it and we keep it, and it's ours. And so we watch things to reinforce those feelings. And when you truly heal from it and get rid of and actually do the shadow work, you're aware of it and you're no longer in acceptance of it. And that's how you evolve.
That's very well said. Yeah, clap for that. That's very well said.
Thank you, Shayna. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Everything she said, 100% facts. Listen, Grace asked why I won't get rid of it. I'm not avoiding it. I'm not trying to keep it up. Reason I won't get rid of it is for a reason I don't understand myself. I just know it don't bother me till I watch a certain type of movie. So I don't watch those kind of movies. I'm not telling you I'm right, Damali. I'm telling you I'm so in touch with my shadow say, yep. So if I had to diagnose myself, I don't deal with this trigger because I want to remember.
Can I say something, Antonio?
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Go ahead.
I'm listening to you when you talk about your trigger, and when I came back from prison,
it's always better when I throw myself on this cross.
When I came back from prison, and the missus had got in trouble. She had them fled Chicago and went down to Arkansas, because of a insurance scam thing she was doing with a few people. So I come back. I'm not even knowing that my wife, is not even in Illinois. So I come back, and I'm saying, hey, after I've been all that time, I'm like, okay, I got myself together, I know where I was at fault at. I'm going to straighten things and fix things. And then I remember talking to my brother, and I said, hey, man, I want you to go down there, and pick my wife up, bring her back to, Chicago and stuff. And I kept noticing that my brother was constantly saying, man, she ain't no good, man. Let her go, man. She ain't no good and stuff, man. Let her go. No, bro, that's my wife, man. Hey, I done seen the light and I seen the ways. I'm gonna fix everything. I'm gonna fix everything, make everything right. And little did I know that the reason he was so adamant about it because he had slept with my wife.
That's what happened to me, bro.
So, and I'm like, whoa. Now, I was stunned. I was truly stunned. And then got up, my brother, was sickly and stuff. But still, what I did, when my brother was sick and down before he died in 2017, My brother, had been in his house, what happened in 2008 with all that stuff, had been in his house, hadn't paid his mortgage in 5 years and got lost in the cracks. I got up, I went, I saved my brother's house. I paid the mortgage. I took care of him until he died in 2017. After 10 years of separation, my wife, ex-wife, called me crying and stuff and said, hey, I need help, this, and that. I got up, got a one-way ticket down to Georgia, and I went and I helped her, spent my own money and everything, helped her. That Negro that she was with come running up on me, man, like he was about, I didn't even know nothing about that dude running all up in the parking lot on somebody. I'm standing there, man, like a statue, like, yo, bro, you in my neck of the woods. I got all kind of fam down here, what you want to do? But yet, didn't let that stop me. She couldn't believe that I was helping her. This is why I said the other time, when she made the comment, hey, I'm the only woman you've ever known, why don't you come on back down here? I'm like, no, I said, before I grew up, I would have done that. But yet, despite all that happened, I still stood by my brother and helped him until he passed in 2017. Still, when the missus called, I went and helped. But you know what? I don't feel bad one bit. Don't got no trigger. Ain't even tripping. Because see, the good Lord is blessing me in ways where I don't have to worry about a trigger. I don't have to trip. And the one thing I realized is that I'm stronger than what I gave myself credit for. I done been through too much, bro, to let triggers bother me. Too much. Only trigger that bother me if somebody got a gun and pointed at me about to kill me. That's about the only trigger I'm worried about.
That's a different kind of trigger.
but hey, that's just, hey, that's exactly, hey, man, and even now, I'm surprised at how well, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. But I will add one thing. Knowing the character of both of them, it didn't surprise me. So it was never no shock to me.
That's my same story. That's what my brother slept with my wife, and I pretended like it didn't happen. And that's Adonia. Come with me, Adonia. Come with me. It ain't the slept with my wife that bothered me. I got over that. I know I'm over the trigger, except for watching the movies, because Ken is a big brother to me. I have done nothing. Both me and Ken, both ways, trust each other. I ain't made him pay for my brother taxes. That's real talk. He ain't had to pay for my brother taxes. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. He's like a big brother to me. He for sure. More big brother than my big brother. But hear me well, Adonia. The act don't bother me. No. She don't bother me. No. Me pretending like it didn't happen, that bothered me. I'm trying to help somebody out here today. See, what happened is I let it go. I got over pretending that the whole trigger of pretending it didn't happen. I got over that trigger. And then when I let it go, Damali, letting it go bothered me. I got over that trigger. But I wasn't done yet, Frida. Because when I got over letting it go, being too Christian and letting it go bothered me. Now I'm mad at Jesus for making me let it go. Y'all think I'm joking. I'm not playing. Jesus made me do a whole bunch of stuff that had my pride effed up. It's only me and Ken understand that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never. Let me tell you something. God ain't never told me to do something that I enjoyed. 10% felt. I ain't never did something God told me to do, and I was like, okay, that ain't shit. Ain't never. You follow the wrong. You don't follow me if that's what you think about me. Don't follow me.
Because that ain't, I resist everything God has ever told me to do. I ain't never went willingly. I'm a reluctant servant. It's in my
Antonio,
nature. Come on, talk to me. I'm trying to keep it real, so y'all keep it real.
my first husband, that's what happened. Like he was
3
working.
people now.
Yeah, he was working at a nightclub and his brother took him to work to borrow his car. So he knew where my husband was at. And during the night, and my husband had graciously let him come and live with us. And during the night, while my husband was at work, dropped off by his brother, he come back and he doubles back in the middle of the night and comes in and raped me.
Damn.
That's trauma.
In a house where his mom had died at, so I was already scared as hell in the damn house anyway. So, and to just
That's
wake
trauma.
up with someone standing over me with a knife to my throat. And when I looked at his face and realized that I knew who he was, it was like a sense of relief, like, oh, okay, I know you. And then everything went south.
Yep.
And I left my husband and I could not tell him.
Of course you did. No, you left him because he didn't protect you from his brothers. I do this for a living. I know what's up. This is why I said, hold on, put a pin in that. You get ready to keep going. Let me just address Adonia now. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When stuff like that happens, you can't even look at the person the same. It ain't even their fault, but it is their fault. Because your shadow side blames them for not protecting you.
And you see how I never looked at it that way. But I left him and I couldn't talk about it. I could never tell
Go
him.
ahead, keep going. Keep going. I just helped somebody on the slick side. Back in my cripping days, I say on the cool, that means, you know what I'm saying? On the cool, I just helped somebody with that. He didn't protect me, so I had to get out of there. I had to get out that situation. Keep on, Frida. Keep going. Come on.
And that was pretty much it. I mean, after that, that was it.
That was it. 3 people now, y'all. I'm saying, Kim, I'm a good man. Because I went through all the bad man phase. I really need y'all to process this information, man. This is why, when Ken said that, when I say I ain't shit, I mean that. That's not for show. I mean that. I'm not, man. That's why I told y'all, if you ask me, when you ask Otis, don't ask me about what I think about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. Because I'm going to tell you, I ain't like that. But I'm both of those men. I am Chris Rock, in which I have a craft, Kim. My job is to get under your skin, to do some ministry. And if you slap me, I'm going to go ahead and take it because I know better. I'm also Will Smith, that you have no idea what I go through. And it's been 23 years this person's been fucking with me. And I finally just slapped. And I'm about to slap shit out of you. I'm both of these men at the same time, Otis. I'm going to take your slap, and I'm also one word from your mouth from slapping you. I'm both of them. I don't want to admit that. I've had many of private conversations about Will and Jada. Let me tell you how messed up my head is. Let me tell you, this is what I see. I've told some trusted people, same folk that hate Kevin Samuels is the same folk who say, but what Will Smith did, why we not bringing up Will Smith side chicks? Y'all gonna get that on your way home. Don't worry about it. You get it on your way home. The same folk who hate Kevin Samuels are the same folk who hate Derrick Jackson for bringing his wife out underdressed for an apology video. They don't hate Derrick Jackson, Kim, for dogging me his whole career to millions of dollars. They hate Derrick Jackson for parading his wife underdressed. You got to think about this for a moment. I'm not telling you I'm right. I'm telling you, I know my shadow side so much I can see an abuser a mile away. I can see that y'all don't think women are abusers. You out your damn mind. Don't even make no sense. Don't even make no sense that you think that. You out here thinking men can't be rape victims. Come on, Sheena, I'm listening. Can't hear you if you're talking. Unmute your mic now. Go ahead.
Okay. No, one of the biggest things that we have to forgive ourselves for, and that we don't like to admit that we have to forgive ourselves for, and I know it's one of my things that I have struggled with, is not punishing the people that hurt you. Like, I can't believe I let them make it.
Come on now.
And we hold on to that.
Every
as a
empath
huge
on this
part
call right now.
of our shadow self is, I can't believe I let them make it. I can't believe I let them do that to me. Me, of all people. How dare me allow them a pass? Because I could have done this, or I should have done this, or a different version of me would have done this. And we replay these scenarios in our heads, saying what we could have, should have, and would have done, and still may do one day if we don't let this go.
You talking?
So
y'all hear her?
We don't admit it. Like, we feel like because we forgave them and we forgave ourselves and we've healed from that, and I'm aware of who I am and I know these things, we're still angry at ourselves for the after effect of, oh, he raped me and he's still breathing.
That's right.
Oh, she did this. She hit me and she's still living. She lived to hit somebody else that day. And we don't honestly say that to ourselves, but truly we're fearful that if it happened again, we will respond the same way. Like, because we did not do something, we're open to it happening again and putting ourselves in a cycle, which isn't the case unless you allow it to be so. But we feel like it does because it's a comfortable feeling of, well, if I didn't do anything to change it, I can't stop it. So I have to hold on to it because they still breathing. I didn't end it. I didn't fix it. I let them make it. So that might let the next person make it too. So we don't trust ourselves when we don't deal with that part of ourselves.
Right. Absolutely. I'm glad you helped me to my end, because what I'm telling y'all about my brother, and I ain't let go of the trigger. No, excuse me. That's not what I said. I haven't dealt with the trigger because I refuse to deal with the trigger. The truth is, I left half of that out. Riding machine energy. Oh, he got me messed up, but I let it go. That situation got me messed up, but I let it go. I can't watch a movie, but I can't let it go. Y'all ready for this? But not too long ago, I went and endured those episodes. I ain't tell nobody. It was a one-person battle. Y'all not hearing me. It was a one-person battle. I went and endured those episodes. I went to YouTube and then listened to the commentary about those episodes. I watched an interview with Kevin Hart with Jay-Z about that episode. And since I didn't want to deal with it on you, and I had no intentions on dealing with it, I was never going to do shadow work with it. You hear me? I went, faced it head on. Let that shit go. That's what I left out the story. Sometimes you ain't got no intentions on fixing whatever somebody did to you. As a matter of fact, you say, I shouldn't have to fix it. She's a grown-ass woman. I don't want to fool with me. She know what she did to me. He know what he did to me. And when you get to that point, face that head on Let that go. I left the story incomplete so y'all could be vulnerable. But here last month, I faced that head on. Deanna and Grace saw me watching that Jay-Z Kevin Hart video. Thank y'all for your claps. Watch that Jay-Z Kevin Hart video. That's what I was doing. They watch. Look, they get it out. I just ain't tell them. I faced that head on. Since I knew I didn't want to deal with it, based off what Sheena said, there was only one other option. I knew I was going to deal with it. Sheena could tell me 15 million things. Could have paid me to deal with it. I ain't done it. Like, no matter what she would have said, I ain't done it. She ain't going to have to go all the way to heaven, bring Jesus with some gumbo, and I still would have said, nah, I ain't doing it, y'all. So when you know you're not fit to do something, when you know you're not fit to do the right thing, you got to let the wrong thing go. You don't have to do the right thing, but it's your reasonable service to let go of the wrong thing. Somebody gonna catch that in Romans chapter 12 later, Jerome. Come on, Yolanda.
You know what? Just what she said put a fire in my chest. It was like a whole surge energy just in my chest, because it's like, I think that's one of the things that I battle the most is I let that person get away with it. I let these people get away with what they did to my kids. I let these people get away with what they did to me, and I ain't kill them. You know, I ain't.
Fair enough.
You know,
That's exactly what we're saying out here.
and they're not in jail. Like, literally just had this conversation with somebody earlier today at work, explaining the situation because it affected my daughter. And it was like, yo, this person should be in jail. And why every time something happens to my kids or to me, the other person doesn't go to jail, they don't get hurt? It's like, yo, what the freak is going on? Like, there's no justice in it. And it's like, in the back of my head, that negative person is just talking in my ear with the fact of, like, I don't matter, like my kids don't matter, kind of. And it's like,
wait, did she cut out for y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, she muted. Did she mute?
Okay,
No,
I thought
Yolanda, we can't hear.
Not muted.
Okay, I can't hear. But I was going to let her finish, and then y'all let her know we can't hear. But I was going to let her finish, and I was
okay,
going to tell her
I
this.
got it.
There you go. Go ahead.
The fact of it's not fair at all, period. And I'm like, how do I let this go? Because it's like constantly in my head, even when I'm silent, you know, and I could be having an okay day, but then all of a sudden that pit rises, like, I should kill that person. Like, why this person ain't in jail?
Especially when you're trying to sleep at night.
It's very hard. And it's hard because y'all know I'm a woman of faith, but I literally be battling like God. You know, you said, vengeance is mine. That's what you said. And these people still breathing. I'm your child.
See,
You said,
Yolanda,
touch
that's
not
what I was
my
saying earlier. That's what I was saying earlier while you was at choir practice. That woman of faith is your problem. So this is what I'm going to advise you to do. I want you to stay a woman of faith. But until I teach you a few months from now how to let this go, I'm going to need you to want to kill that person. Don't do it. Oh, okay, Adonia. Okay, Adonia. Y'all give me 15 minutes and we out of here. I'm going to need you to want to kill that person, Yolanda. You hear me? Don't do it. Just put the little, like the TikTok video says, just put a fork in front of my face and see the balls. All right, just remember that. But I'm going to need you to embrace that ugly side of you. You feel me? No. Everybody if you want to kill somebody, I'm going to need you to embrace that. Because what I'm getting ready to end by telling you the worst people on the planet is empaths. But you're not gonna like that. But
No,
all
I'm
you
not.
empaths, no, you're not. But all you empaths have been stomped on for so long that you lost your light. And now you protect your light with the shadow. And we see more shadow.
Oh, that
shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how we getting ready to end. If you can hang in there for another 12 minutes, that's how we getting ready to end. I think it was Renee. You had your hand up. You got the last comment. Thank you so much for Yolanda, because she psychically went to my final thoughts. Come on. I think was it you, Renee, that had your hand up?
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead.
And I got picked on by the same kid in elementary school. Literally the same kid. I mean, throw eggs at my house. I mean, he even broke our window when I was a kid. All of this stuff.
Time out.
Yes, sir.
Before you finish, everybody listen to me. That's like the 6th time she brought this kid up in many calls.
No, actually, I
listen
think
to
it was
me.
different. Sorry.
No. You were called this, you were called that, right? That same kid called you this, or kids like that. Just hit me well real quick. I'm mute your mic. I need you to lean in what I'm about to say.
Yes.
Y'all ready? Y'all not fit to like this. The same kid, she let under her skin in her 30s. That's the kid she married. I'll wait. That's y'all damn problem. Y'all don't realize this. The thing you can't get over is the very thing you get into a relationship with.
Facts.
So any conflict you got with your husband, and I know your husband on this call, it's because you're trying to knock that kid out your husband. Better handle that trigger. And any conflict your husband got, he trying to knock his ex-wife out of you. And I bet y'all spend on the few arguments you have trying to knock out somebody else out of each other, never seeing each other. Keep going. I do this for a living. Don't worry about me.
Damn.
I got 9 minutes left. Come
I'm
on,
like,
keep
Mr.
going.
Kent, now wait a minute.
Because I'm like, wait, hold up, because I just,
Renee, cuss him out first.
you know what, Antonio, I'm literally upset. I'm upset, but then I'm like, wait, because my husband ain't no punk. But anyway,
hold on. No. Hold on real quick, Renee. If you just realize you keep dating the person who keep hurting you over and over, would you please let Renee know she's not by herself?
You are not by
You
yourself.
are not by yourself.
Why?
Nope, you are
That
not.
is why I am by
Nope,
myself.
you're not
I
by
have to take a
yourself.
break and reevaluate like what I'm looking at, what I see in these dudes, because I realized that at the beginning of the year, I'm like, you keep recycling the same experiences with different people. And you know, you say what you want one thing, but something draws you to that same type of person. So yeah, you are not the only one.
You're not.
I know you already married, so you can't take a break. So
no, same thing with Prophet Jerry. No, she's his ex-wife, the same thing. I just use her because she's talking. This thing go both ways. Kim Wright, listen to me. You try to fix what you have not forgive.
You have to realize that it's not those people. It's you bringing that shit in the relationship. It's not those damn people.
Yep.
So when I figured out, or when it came back to my reality, 3 weeks into this class, every single week I was getting hit. Guess what? I had to release that shit. But guess what? Because the dream relationship, or the relationship I wanted to get in, I wasn't going to get that shit if I was going to bring that same stuff back into my reality. You can't keep dragging that stuff and you think those other people going to receive that stuff.
And just like you said, Arshia,
that's why I stayed single for 5 years. I got tired.
Yeah.
Come on,
it. Go ahead, Kim.
Callaway.
Just
Go
like
ahead, Kim.
y'all are saying, the reality, I'm gonna bring it back, is the shadow of what
right.
we are not facing.
That's it. We got 5 minutes left, y'all. 5 minutes. That's why Tracy says she's single. She right. Listen, we got 5 minutes. Listen.
How
Kim
do I
right.
kill
Renee
this damn
right.
shadow?
Renee.
Shit.
You see, don't kill the shadow. You lean into it and become the shadow, and then it disappear. But y'all not ready for that lesson yet. Antonio is an arrogant, psychopathic son of a bitch. When I lean into it,
just choke it.
well, here's the deal. You fix what you don't forgive. You allow, what you allow continues. So since Renee hasn't fixed what she hasn't forgiven, she goes out and date what she ain't fixed. So she can then prove herself right and fix a motherfucker who she can't fix. Tim, am I on it right now? I got 4 minutes left. Am I
I don't
on it
like
right
this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this feeling. I don't like this feeling.
I don't either.
I got 4 minutes. We got to save it to next Thursday. But listen, real talk. If you haven't fixed it, you will date it. Damali, I can't keep it realer than that, Damali. If you ain't fixed it, you're going to date it. And you're going to marry it.
I'm already married. I'm married.
I'm already married.
See?
I'm going off mute now.
Come on, Damali. You get a little comment in there real quick before we hang up. I know you. Come on.
I mean, talk about like, fear of judgment and like marrying like the most judgmental person in the world. It's like, what the hell did I do to myself? Like, seriously. So I have to overcome my, fear of judgment like daily.
daily. She talking about thinking girl rich.
Oh
daily.
man, I have to overcome that daily. So yeah, it's a challenge.
Daily. That's it. Let me respect your time for the last 90 seconds. Let me tell you, because me and Adonia got to go to sleep. We need our beauty sleep. We need our toes done. Well, my toes is done, but we need something else. We need our beauty sleep. Let me help y'all out. What you allow continues. What you haven't fixed, you marry. And empathic people have about 1 billion, no, not 1 billion, maybe 10,000 pieces of other people's energies you've never fixed. Because you're always trying to fix people. Because healers, empaths, don't understand it ain't your job to heal me, Kim. As a healer, your job ain't supposed to heal me. You're supposed to be the light, communicate with my light, and invite my light to heal myself. I'm trying to free these healers on this call. These empaths. But since you won't let me heal myself, Kim, Adonia, that's right, I'm coming down your street. All right, that's SKREET. I was coming down your street. Since you won't let me heal myself, then you take on my cross. Now you in your 40s and your 50s with my shit on you. And you can't keep a relationship because you ain't in a relationship. My trash is representing your relationship. And 9,999 other people like me. That's why you in this bad position. Because if you don't fix it, you marry it. Let the word of God have a blessing on the hearers and doers.
Yep. As Teddy Riley says.
If you don't fix it, you marry it. And as Tempest wisely said, And I love it because that's a great way to end this call. Bless God for growth. Your challenge, because I ain't talked if I ain't challenged you. I'm telling you, when you go to sleep at night, when you go to sleep tonight, I want y'all to address that Antonio stuff. I'm not fixing this shit. You got me fucked up. I'm not fixing that. Find that place. I told you I'm not fixing my brother. Ken can't convince me to fix my brother. Because I ain't going to fix it, there's only one thing I can do. Ken, go appreciate this because I've been talking about it the whole time. All these messages got one message to it. In this case, your message today actually came from scripture. You didn't even know it. We only talked about one thing today. Bring your burdens to me because my yoke is easy and my burdens are light. So if you ain't going to fix it, Kim, leave your burdens, your Lord. Attack it head on. Drop that shit off with the Lord. And don't be stupid like Antonio and pick it back up. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can't plan better. You can't dominate. We'll see you all next Thursday. Thank you all so much. This class gonna kill y'all, unfortunately. You gonna be changed.
I'm gonna
You
take
gonna
some
make a lot
medicine
of
with
money
this
after this
class
class.
and a lot of tissues. I'm telling you, I'm
You
about
and me
drained.
both.
I'm about drained already. Jesus.
I bet y'all when I tell y'all go drink and smoke next time, I bet you have all y'all stuff with you next time.
I think I might have a glass now for here
Look,
on
they
out.
showing me
Every
their
Thursday.
glasses.
I already took a whole month off for praise and worship, so I'm coming in early.
Man,
So I'm gonna
you
need
better
glass.
come in early, intoxicated, so I can get to the real you. You hear me? All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one.